and this is video games. What is a video game? I think internet student knows about video games. That's how he started his channel, I'm pretty sure. I guess that is how, right? It was a mix of everything with the memes and shit. But yeah, he's one of the most famous videos. I think his channel took off with the video game videos. With the Fall of 76 and like In Good Evening of No Man's Sky. Still miss videos like those. I mean, I like internet student and everything he does. But I hope he go back to that, right? Like, people were still waiting for his cyberpunk video. And he did that with... featuring with someone else in someone else's channel. I'm pretty sure I remember that, but he didn't do full-on main channel video. I guess it is what it is, right? Like, you don't want anyone to do what they don't want to do because it will suck if they do that. So I'm glad he's doing what he likes, right? It's all random. He chooses things that interest him or something, and they're always perfection, let's just say. This is an incognito mode channel where he just like sit around with people, talk about shit. I guess this time it's going to be video game. I'm a video game guy, so it's going to be fun. Let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe so that way I know which type of videos to react to more. I like watching videos like this, so comment down if you want me to do any type of videos like this or other channels like this, and yeah.
You buy ground news. Video games. Video games. What are video games? Immersive video games where we play Subnautica in the bathtub.
All right, video games.
Video games. Now that's something we could talk about all day, huh? Many kudos. I've actually prepared a speech.
Okay. Can we play some epic music under this?
I remember those Top Gear trios, Clarkson, Hammond, talking about like how certain topic is just right their alley, and they can do a lot about them. But somehow that episode turns out to be something that just completely sucks, and something they have no experience in. Somehow that episode becomes iconic. What if this video becomes that? Oh, video game, we can talk about this all day, and they can't. Somehow they just blunder everything. That would be epic.
Video games. Some love them, some hate them, but they're here to stay. From the smallest pixel
to the super widest monitor. From Azeroth to Borderland to...
Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We should learn to relate to the younger audience, right?
Okay.
Because I've never actually played Fortnite before. So I'm thinking like best Fortnite and then...
And we'll just take it from there.
Shorts. Here's some Fortnite tips. Fellas?
Oh, I've actually got my notepad here. Hold on.
Yes. Okay. School is in session, so...
Tips you need to know. The last one is important.
Oh, okay, the last one's... Well, can we just skip to the last one?
Yes, let's skip.
Tip number 5. Dropping a crown to Peely stops the Peely Patrol from coming for you.
Okay, interesting.
What's Peely or the
Okay, I'm pretty sure in shorts before you couldn't skip like that. They just added that very recent... Not that recent enough. When the shorts came out, I'm pretty sure you couldn't skip like that. So I like people like, last one's important, don't skip it. People just skipped it.
This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career.
Who?
This is the best clip. This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career. This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite career.
What's happening?
This is the best clip of Booga's Fortnite
Wait,
career.
how? Have you broken it?
I don't know.
It's
This
playing
is the
the
best
sound.
clip of Booga's Fortnite career. This is the best
Damn, Booga's
clip
had a
of
very,
Booga's Fortnite
very
career.
expensive career.
This is the best.
He just keeps topping himself.
He just keeps...
Is that Booga?
What a beautiful glitch. That's so funny. You've broken YouTube Shorts somehow.
I don't think it's broken. I think people are just using the audio or something.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of looking at Fortnite, honestly.
Okay, this is the greatest.
This is the greatest clip in Fortnite history.
That's good.
His
Thank
teammate
God.
rushes to kill him, but he doesn't know he's fighting Tyler Ninja Blevins.
I'm so sorry. You can't make Ninja hard.
Imagine that guy watches this clip because he's an internet student fan and just like rolls up into a ball like this slowly. Ah, they're making fun of me.
You can't.
He turned the corner into the dark alley, but he didn't know. They're waiting for him.
Cool anime music starts playing as fucking Tyler Ninja Blumpkins.
See, the thing is, he had his rise, and then it became kind of cool to shit on Ninja. I reckon it's starting to curve back around now. Now that he's much less popular, I'm starting to think he's kind of good.
I think he voluntarily stepped away. I think he was like, I could keep playing Fortnite and make $1 billion, but I already have $1 billion, so...
Like, okay, he agreed to go to that New Year's festival where he's
That was pretty bad.
dancing.
I want to see some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Oh my god.
They put him there too. Like, I could imagine very easily someone go, come on, okay, so we've organized a New Year's festival for you. You've done what? Well, hey, look, we're your management company. We're going to sort you out. We're going to put you in front of a brand new audience. You're going to love it. What do I do? Am I playing Fortnite? No, you're going to do the Fortnite dance.
I feel like he just improv that. I almost feel like they just brought him out just to be like, he's here.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at this
And then
thing.
he was like, I have to do something. It was Times Square, wasn't it? Wasn't it the fucking
Yeah,
like
it
Millennium
was.
Ball?
Yeah, it looks like they just brought him as a feature. Like, what am I doing? Anything. I don't know, like talk, like entertain people. Like, that's easy, right? Ask any like a big late night celebrities like Conan O'Brien or something, like how hard that can be. And they're just like, oh, here you go, Fortnite player. I'm sure you can entertain people.
Whole thing in Times Square. Like, it was like the most all eyes on me New Year's moment you could have.
You know what I would have done? Fake a heart attack and then drop down. Once you're out of line of sight, then you just start kind of crawling away. And people are like, what happened to him? What happened to him?
Suddenly it becomes mysterious.
The internet is started using AI now because I don't think that's edited. That they ask AI to do that.
Super sad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me just say another thing that like I've piled on to. But here's one thing that's totally unfair. Remember this tweet?
I don't know. You don't even have to show me. I know
Yeah.
exactly which one. Ninja tweeted, I'm in the middle of carrying a League of Legends game, about to close it out, and my braless wife brings me a sandwich, not asked for, with chips, as I get a double kill bot lane. So how's your day going? And then a gif from a movie, which I can't remember, of a guy drinking a tiny coffee. I'm kind of angry you brought that up.
I don't think a person who experienced that would have a certain type of drive to tweet that or whatever. So I don't think that happened. That's bullshit, right? I think he just tweeted that just to like look cool. Because if that happened, then that happens occasionally. It's not just gonna happen once. And if that happens, like he's not gonna be in the mental state of like I'm gonna shit on people type of way.
Okay, well, that was lame because he was in his 20s.
He would have been like
it's kind of-
29.
Yeah, hold on. Let's
Maybe
get through
30.
the point. But if I saw a guy in his 50s make that tweet, I would go, yeah, good on you.
I would, but only because I have a real soft spot for old people who play video games. Is it the braless wife part? Is like, what is it about that specifically that makes it?
Actually, I'm opposite, right? I'm glad if he said that in his 20s. If he says in the 50s, means he never grew up, right? I mean, old men playing games, they'll enjoy game. They're not gonna do all this shit, immature shit of like tweeting all that shit. If he does that, which means he's still in that mentality. That's not good.
So bad.
I think the bit that makes it bad is with chips.
I agree. That was a bit of a stumble.
There's
Like he almost cooked with the not asked for, and he's like, oh wait, yeah, no, I got to remind them about the chips too,
and the chips.
and let's not forget.
As you can see here, a sandwich not asked for.
Sandwich not asked for. That's the new baby shoes never worn. Sandwich not asked for. Because baby shoes never worn is meant to be the saddest like story you can say in the fewest amount of words. This is the opposite. This is the best story you can describe.
Yeah, and it's even fewer words. Sandwich, comma, not asked. That's it. You know what? He's a genius.
Darling, you don't have to make me sandwich, by the way. I'm just like, why'd you bring that up? No, I'm just saying you don't have to, make me a sandwich, and definitely not the chips. And then she brings him that with the rolling eyes, like, yeah, this sandwich I didn't ask for. I'm gonna tweet this.
Well, I think the worst thing is
Yeah.
that would fucking rule.
It's true.
Can you imagine that?
It's
You're
true.
crushing
You're
it in
also worth
like
like
your
$100 million.
You're worth $100 billion. You're playing like one of your favorite games. Your wife comes over with her fucking knockers like at eye level and hands you a sandwich and chips that you weren't even expecting just as you win the game. You'd be like, hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this guy just like living the dream and we've just got a thin veil of irony disguising envy?
No, absolutely not. No, can't be that.
It's not a problem if he lives that life. It's the problem that he's tweeting that out. Because there's a pettiness involved there, just tweeting, right? Now, too many people's life are like they're insanely rich. They have someone who does all this shit, right? Every moment is a kind of a victory because their fingers are dipped in every pot here and there. So just by statistic, they're going to win something that day. A lot of people's lives are like that. They just wake up, endorphins are like shooting, they go to sleep. They did pretty well that day. That's every day. There are definitely a lot of people like that, right? Their life is like that. Is that the tweeting part? Oh, how your day going? This is my day. Like, okay.
How do we fix some games? Welcome to the Game Doctors. PhD, MD.
Yeah, and it's like a reality show where you and me are both wearing like long coats. We've got the clipboards and it's kind of like you and me back to back with our arms crossed, smiling to the camera.
Yep.
The Game Doctors. What games can we fix?
Editor, what game can we fix? Did I say Metroid Prime? Or like one of those.
Yeah, you can't fix that game. It's perfect.
How about this? Metroid Prime. We gender swap. Seamus. We make her a woman.
The Game Doctors.
Of course, it's Shadow Heart.
Starfield. Doctor, give me the game scalpel. How do we fix Starfield in 3 words or more?
Just one planet.
Yes. With like...
No, fuck that, no. Everything they put there, at least 3 planets. Outer worlds are many. Okay, a lot of them are like smaller compared to just one. I forgot the name of that. Monarch? Yeah, Monarch. Monarch was pretty fucking big. Starfield can have like 4 giant planets. I'm not talking about like planet the way they want to do, like, oh, the full scale planet. Fuck that. I don't want full scale planet. I want full scale map on all those 4 planets. You can fucking do that. Right? Bethesda Game Studio is just like, I don't know, man. That is like the company. I play a lot of games. Or have been playing a lot of games for years. Bethesda Game Studio is the company, and shit like this happening panics me. What about the next Elder Scrolls, which is coming in a few years? I'm gonna be like, what? I don't even know when it's gonna come out. Like they say it's gonna be like 3-4 years from now, but I highly doubt that. So I'm gonna be properly old by then, right? And not in my like teens or 20s, definitely. And at this point, even if they make a game that looks like Skyrim original did, I don't give a fuck, but just make a good game, man. That's how bad it's gotten. Like that's what I want at this point. Because shit they're doing is just really, I don't even think that they're bad at anything. It's that they don't have the fucking vision. You play Starfield, you can pick up a lot of things. They're like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. You can just feel the vision was fucked. Like they didn't know what to do. They didn't have the finger on something. They always had during the Fallout 3 days, Skyrim days, Oblivion days, Morrowind days. I guess they fired the wrong people. I think bring them back. That's all I'm gonna say.
Biomes? Remember Biomes?
Yep, that's the one. We need to get rid of all of these kind of like sexless characters and just make them nice to look at. You know.
I've been saying this.
Yep. They must look at the mods and go like most popular. Oh. We will not do that. You know what we should do to fix Starfield? Let's just have Shadowheart there.
She should just be in every game.
Yeah, she should just be in it because she's pretty lady and then she says cool stuff too.
Talk to her.
Doctor, give me 50 cc's or whatever this is. So we fix that. I like the idea of maybe more menus.
Yep, doesn't have
Yeah,
enough.
you're in your inventory, but it's like if we could have like
I like how they Baldur's get made Karlach. Karlach? No, wait a minute. Karlach? What is her name? Not Karlach. Where is Karlach from? That is the name, right? I don't know. That demon lady, whatever that is. I forgot a lot of things. It's been a while since I played that game. Made her likable compared to Shadowheart. Yeah, people are still simping over Shadowheart. It's like, I guess look is what's going to matter in the end. I guess why not? Sure, why not?
menus inside the inventory.
Portal, everyone knows that game's a bit of a stinker. Doesn't
Yep.
hold up.
Yep.
Now when you play Portal, there's going to be a third Portal. So
Really?
you shoot opens up to a Wendy's.
Oh, that's quite good. What I'd do is I'd put one portal in front of me and then one portal behind me. And then I could just then like shoot myself in the back of the head.
You don't want to loop.
If you did it close enough, you could also us.
Interesting.
The Game Doctors.
Subnautica. How we fix it.
I've never played it.
I'm thinking nude mods.
Okay. What if you could fuck all the fish in Subnautica? And each one has realistic, detailed POV fish physics.
I don't want to be crass, but there was a story in the news recently about someone in Australia, a man and his wife,
Of course there
who
was.
were brought up on charges for that very thing.
Now, it's not funny.
I believe it was a trout.
How do they have evidence?
And in Subnautica, they're just like floating around. They're trying to press E on them.
How did that information get out?
But they videotaped it and then they put it online. Check out this Subnautica mod. I just made it, and then what the heck? This is just an MP4. Well,
Okay. They actually videographed it. I think they were one of those simplest people who doesn't know more than what their life is. They don't try to gather general knowledge. And I guess they didn't realize that this might cause issues. Even though it's a fish, it's illegal. I don't think they probably know that. Like, they didn't know their own country's laws. And did that shit and actually recorded. There you go. Even police is like, what a morons. And just like went to their house. Okay, you're coming with us.
doctor, who's the next patient?
I've got my scalpel. I've got my gun. I'm ready.
What do we do about Assassin's Creed? It's shit now, right? Once it was good. Now it is no longer. I'm thinking, instead of getting rid of Yasuke, we lean into it.
Is this really bad?
All of Japan is now African. And then...
Okay, is this game bad? Because I'm pretty sure it's not out there, but people have tried it. Is it bad only because people don't like the plot issues? Insert something here and there, I don't agree with type of way, which like I understand, but what about the game mechanics wise? Like, is it Assassin's Creed game like the newer ones? Is it like Odyssey? Is it like Origins? I didn't like the Valhalla one. Okay, that's different reasons. Like, I didn't like the barren, empty shit that we were playing with Viking shit or something. I don't know. You know, I didn't like the barren hut thing. But if it's like Odyssey or something, it's Japan, right? If it's like Japan lore rich, many historical characters or something, I don't know, game might be fine.
Instead, we have like one Japanese guy as the main character.
As the villain.
And then, oh man, help me out here.
No, I'm not digging. This is your hole. It needs
Yeah, this is
50
the problem.
cc's of microtransactions. Stat.
Yes,
Everything costs real money.
everything costs real money, correct. And like a cool animation when you put in your credit card number. You're loving it, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best game I've ever played.
Okay, back to Ubisoft though. Controversial.
Okay, I heard the BMW, I think, was it, I don't know, one of the German companies. Pretty sure it's BMW. As a subscription service, if you want to use your seat warmers in your car, I'm gonna lose my shit if that's real. I'm gonna have to like inquire that here, right? Inquire with few of my friends, right? Because if that's the shit, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Digital thing makes sense. Like physical seat warmer that you actually put in your fucking car is gonna run on your petrol and your engine, your subscription. That will piss me off. Like, that's some next level shit.
Opinion. I thought Yasuke was a cool idea, but Ubisoft is very, very, very clearly doing it to pander. The idea of like a black samurai, though, I mean, that's an anime, Afro Samurai.
You got a motherfucking RPG? A RPG in a motherfucking backpack?
It's a cool concept, and he's a real dude.
They should do it, but they should just have it set back in Africa.
Problem with this is like, these are Japanese people. Like, isn't this like screwing over? Japanese people are not like, you can't count Asian people as like the white people or whatever. Like, oh, we can't show that. We need to show some like smaller minority or something. Japanese is that. Assassin's Creed games have been about Europe and like America and places like that. Now you went to Japan and you're not going to use a Japanese protagonist. That's going to piss off Japanese people. Like, come on, I don't even understand that whole element. Like, I understand any other way. Like, I understand how all that DI thing works and all that. But isn't Japanese people and Asian in general like a minority in that way? In like a mainstream Hollywood way? Like, why would you remove Japanese protagonists? I don't get it.
And so everyone in Africa is just really confused, like, what's the outfit? And he's like, do not worry about it.
That is a cool idea. If you like went to Japan and then you like came back. That's what Neo is as well. That was also just a real guy.
How about this? We could make it more inclusive. So what about like an assassin in a wheelchair?
That could work.
I'm thinking we need to go to like maybe the Mongolian steppes because they've got like nice rolling hills.
You could get a real bit of...
I guess you almost the Grand Tour episode on Mongolia.
Yeah, once you start rolling, you kind of can't stop, right? So there's Genghis Khan. He's down the bottom of the bank, and you are just building up momentum. You look left and right, you can see the vistas. Oh my god. You've got a wrist blade on each side. And then Genghis, he sees you in the distance. He's on his horse. And it starts charging
Walks
towards
off
you.
the track.
Ding, 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 ding.
That does sound fun.
All right, maybe it's Assassin's Creed, right? But
Yeah, but what if he walks away from the tracks?
it's only the parkour part.
You have to jump between different Minecraft blocks.
A 3-block vertical jump? It can't be done, Ezio.
Have you actually watched Parkour Civilization?
I have watched the entire thing.
It's not bad,
It's
right?
really well paced. Once you get over the first 5 minutes where it is saying parkour pro and parkour noob constantly,
Parkour.
Parkour noobs, parkour civilization, parkour noob, parkour pros, parkour civilization, parkour pros, parkour noobs.
it's kind of a masterpiece. It's one of the better movies I have seen this year. Like, legitimately, I've got the sequel on my watch later, and I just haven't found time for it yet.
There's an earnestness to it that I really appreciate. It is
What
very
is
well
that?
paced. Good stakes.
If there actually was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
And you're just like, shit,
Yeah.
don't let it happen, man. You gotta make this jump. You gotta... Oh, fuck, he got the beef.
It's fun. Shout out to that guy. I was watching it on the plane and I was like, God, everyone around me must think this guy's got such good taste. There is a lot of Assassin's Creed leap.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm watching something like that in a plane or whatever, and like in the middle, like it's a 2-hour thing, by the 50 minutes or 60 minute hits, I would genuinely be like, what the fuck am I doing? Seriously, like I would like evaluate everything, like my life, my day, how I spend my day and all that. It would be mini crisis, I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't know, man, that's just like, yeah.
Leap of faith in Parkour Civilization when you think about it.
Yeah.
They just need to use the hawk jumping sound, the hawk tour jumping sound effect instead of the vine boom.
We are very hip, Mr. Kudos. We like the latest memes. We like Ugandan knuckles.
That's something hip people famously do, is constantly reaffirm that fact.
We are on the latest trends. I know lately, Hawk Tour
We're on the cutting
is
edge.
very popular at the moment. So we should say that some more.
Yep. We can ADR that in. I'll give you some clean hawk tours and you can just sort of sprinkle those in like cloves on a ham. Hawk tour! Hawk tour!
Yes, yes.
Spit on that thing. Hawk tour! There you go. Put those wherever you want.
It's really funny.
Has someone done Goku?
Isn't she in trouble right now for certain crypto shit or something? I saw some news line. Didn't bother to read it, but yeah.
Charging up an attack by saying like every syllable in hawk tour.
Spit comes out.
I think we've kind of cracked it.
Yeah, we fixed Ubisoft.
We fixed that one. That's the Game Doctors.
I can't remember what we actually fixed. It was just you have to pay more for the game, I think was the takeaway from that.
Ad time. We tried to do new...
Take everything from Assassin's Creed 2, make a giant map, bring back Ezio because of some DNA sequence shit. There you go. Best game ever. You don't even have to think about it that much.
news, Sandra.
Yes!
It didn't work.
Oh no.
We tried to do misinfo policing, Sandra.
Yes!
It didn't work. Ground News proposes a better way. We live with the bias, but we just let everybody see all the sources and everything, and you can see how many news publications are reporting on any particular story.
No, stay in the bubble.
Breaking news, Sandra. Sightings of drones are causing pandemonium in downtown New Jersey.
Man, make a drone video, man. That's so interesting, like old style video. Come on. Make a drone video.
Some are calling it the end of the world.
Yes, panic! Let's check it out on ground.news and see what the rest of the media is reporting on it.
No, just take my word for it.
29 left-leaning organizations say that...
Say what, Sandra? That the aliens should get free college?
But 43 right-wing organizations also reported on the drones.
Reporting what, Sandra? That I should wait until marriage?
You'll just have to make up your own mind. With ground news.
So go to ground.news/incognito to get 50% off a year's subscription. Sandra, do you ever just doom scroll on your phone?
All the time. Yes, everything is bad and getting worse.
Well, Ground News has a whole bunch of positive stories, and I have that as my homepage, and then I live in a world of bliss. It's very nice.
Yes.
Look, Sandra, HIV is down 22%.
Oh my god. No, everything is bad.
What's that, Ground News? You say they found the guy who shot Kurt Cobain?
Who told you?
No way! Winning!
All this free stuff is great, but I really should get the Vantage plan, right, incognito mode?
Absolutely. It has all sorts of neat features, including my favorite, the bias tracker. So you can see where your own blind spots are.
No, you're the only sane one. Everyone else is an extremist.
Everyone likes reading stats about themselves. Oh, I'm a... what? I only read...
We all knew that.
Uh-oh. So go to ground.news/incognito.
Yeah, somebody should like crash the internet student's crib or something. It's just sitting there with Cheetos and everything, watching Fox News like, oh, what the fuck? I knew it.
To get a year's subscription, full access to everything, including the bias tracker, all for half price.
Yes!
Ad over.
Did you want to tell the fine folks here how you managed to convince every one of your party members in Baldur's Gate 3 to desert you for your repulsive personality?
Oh, yeah. It just seems like we all can't get along, and I don't know what I did.
I physically can't.
It's not, but the game is rigged.
I never had this.
All right, so there I was. I was playing Baldur's Gate, and I was loving it, and we were all having a good time, but I thought everyone was getting along. However, I had, who's the pretty lady? Shadowheart, and the frog lady.
Lae'zel.
I had them in the camp together. Now, they both weren't happy with each other.
Walk away now.
Yep.
So I thought, okay, naturally, Shadowheart's like pretty lady, other one frog lady, not so keen.
Let me get this straight. Boobs or like strong abs and shoulders.
So, Shadowheart, I will facilitate her killing Lae'zel. Right? That makes perfect sense. Now, so we do that, and everyone's loving it, and the camp is slightly smaller.
Look at the fuck, man. I was dating Shadowheart in this playthrough, and still I'm like with a harsher word, like get the fuck off of her. Like, Lae'zel comes off as a B, but like, if any video games I've ever told, like any video game story, like she's probably gonna turn out to be the best one in the end, right? That's how psychology works. Right, truthful people are like more angry, like deceiving people. If anything, is to try to be more likable, right? At least like that's how it, like there's some generality to it. But yeah.
But everyone's loving it.
So Lae'zel died, who, by the way, ends up becoming one of the coolest characters if you follow her arc through.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
That act thing, right?
Did you even try and resolve the conflict with words first? Or
No, why would I? Frog lady's scary.
Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh.
I was a man in this game, and I felt like, oh, I don't know, she could probably kind of beat me up. I don't like this.
You have a very outdated view.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't threatening you there. She was just telling you what's going to happen with that parasite thing.
Of fantasy gender roles.
Well, it's my roleplay too.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so you killed Lae'zel. You got Lae'zel murdered.
Everyone agreed with it. Everybody. Piper liked that.
Who the fuck is Piper?
Fallout.
From Fallout 4.
Oh, sure.
And then I went over
Piper,
to... Who's that magician guy?
Gale?
So I went over to Gale, and he's like...
I need a magical artifact to consume.
Oh, okay. I looked through my stuff and was like, there's nothing really want to sacrifice. I guess I could sacrifice one thing. I certainly don't want him turning on me. Okay, so I gave him one thing. And then he's like...
Oh, that hit the spot.
But then, 5 minutes later, he goes, another please. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. So I said...
I'm guessing he was one of those people who just like play mindlessly. Or at least he was doing that with this game. I'm pretty sure like frequently you need to go back to camp and talk. Like you might miss some conversation in there. I guess that's what it did. Like Gale's consumption just piled up, I'm guessing. He did that and immediately another one, immediately another one. And even then, like if you scour through places, like you have like ton of like magical items that's just completely useless with useless power.
No. And he goes,
I understand that I am asking for a lot,
but I've got my reasons, diddle-a-diddle-a-doo. I was like, all right, fine, I'll go to the shop. So I went to the shop and I bought a new, like, rare item. And I was like, right, this will do it. I'll give it to him. It's magical. He'll shut up. And then I go over to him.
Glad you've a moment for me.
I was like, here's the magical item. And it wouldn't let me transfer it. Like, it didn't count it as one, like, rare enough, I guess.
Did you just try and put it in a...
I'm pretty sure it says like this is the magical item that Gale can consume. It says that in the bottom if you look at the item.
His inventory. You have to like talk to him.
Some things you buy from the vendor just don't do the thing. It's mostly things you find in the environment.
Yeah, right.
So I've talked to him now like 3 times saying, here's an item. Lamau, Charlie Brown footballed him. He goes,
We've reached the point of no return.
That's it, I'm leaving the party.
We're not compatible, you and I. It hasn't been a pleasure.
And then he was gone, and suddenly he was like, oh, I'm down another dude. Okay.
Well, it's better than him turning, right? Because certain scenarios, you could turn, right? Like enough time has passed, point of no return, and that could cause problems. I don't know what the exact problem is, but it can really fuck up your party and shit like that because he's gonna be in your camp and things. Oh, that's just, yeah. So this is the best result if you're gonna do this, like him leaving. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's many items that, again, this game is not up my alley. I don't play games like this. At first, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not playing this game because I didn't like the controls. I didn't like how you have to use mouse. But then I realized you can just hold the left click mouse button. It will just follow. It will feel like a third person normal game rather than just click here, click on the map shit. Right? I hate that like 2D style, like what is it, Dragon Age Origins type of style. But in this one, I could do that. I'm like, oh, fine. And then like I look past all that because people were telling me how awesome that game is. Like an hour later, I'm like, what the fuck? Turned out to be incredible game, right? So this is not one of my style of game. Like I don't play games like this. And when I like start getting hang to it, right? Like what is what, how it works. It's not that hard, man.
Just real quick, how far through the game was that?
Couple hours.
I won't fully throw you under the bus for that if it was kind of early on. Pretty much in every game, you just find like early on there's a few real dog shit amulets and rings that give you like a spell like dancing lights, which just summons some
cantrips.
It's like who fucking gives a shit. So every time I've played, I've just given him that trash.
No, not cantrips. Yeah, cantrips is like a skill tree. Not skill tree, like a portion thing, right? There are level 1, level 2 skills which will absorb certain level 1, level 2 skill, and there are cantrips which you can just like cast. There are certain awesome damage one, which usually not how cantrips work in certain type of people, right? Maybe like if you're a mage or something, whatever that is, like wizard, whatever, you can use cantrips as power. But I don't know who I was. Was I rogue? I think I was. I don't even know who I was exactly. I don't even remember that. But cantrips is not something that you can just use like that, right? But some of them are, and it just feels awesome. Like this is not gonna consume skill levels, and I can just like spam the shit out of this.
Spoilers, I'm pretty sure if you'd just given him that second item somehow or sacrifice one of yours, that's the last one he asks for.
My lord, I bow to your boundless
Yeah, he's not gonna
ask
that much.
It seemed never-ending to me. I thought, oh, bloody hell, this is just a tax I have to pay now for keeping a wizard in.
Yeah, like
and I'm
miscellaneous
already a
item.
wizard. I don't need 2.
That makes a bit more sense. If you
That's a Bethesda Game Studio player, but internet historian. I guess he's just like that of chopping wood shit. This is never gonna end. I think that's what he thought.
Also a wizard, I would not be as enthused about keeping the other wizard around. Fair enough.
But I had Shadowheart, I had Astarion, and I had Karlach.
I'm surprised you didn't just kill Karlach on sight, given your track record.
Well, I didn't like how tall she was. And then I can't remember everyone else. I didn't like, who's that, Wilson?
And suffer its sting.
Will,
yeah. I didn't like him because he came in and he seemed too goody two-shoes.
Yeah,
I think I told him to leave. Or I had just attacked him.
I hope that was an honest mistake.
I can't remember. and then we were having a gay old time, I'll venture to say, and then they asked me, hey, do you want to join the light side or the dark side? And I was like, I want to join the light side. And then Shadowheart's like,
You're making me regret my decision.
What the fuck? When was that? I don't remember that part. I don't think I played past that like temple thing, right? Like you're supposed to go like in the end of the level. You're supposed to go inside the temple where you need a lantern to walk around, right? That part I think is the second map. And after that you go to the actual Baldur's Gate, which is like the final map or something. I don't know, as soon as I learned like Baldur's Gate city actually is not that big and that's like a final thing. And I'll come across the second map's like last portion where you go to the temple. Something in just me like, yeah, okay, I'll play it later. Because if I know like end is near, I don't know why the interest goes away. That's why I try not to find when is the end. Because I've done that mistake in the past. But somehow, I don't know how, I just realized that like, oh, this is the end. Some a-hole probably revealed it or something. I don't remember exactly. And it's like, I'll stop there. So this happens in the end or something?
To join you.
I'm leaving.
This is where we part ways.
And then I went, no, hold on, stay. And then I couldn't roll high enough to convince her to stay. And then suddenly I only had 2.
I'm guessing in real life they're like rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Rock. Ah, shit. I guess I have to leave now.
Members of my party.
Wasn't meant to be.
And so then I went over to the guy and he's like, yes, hello, I'm a spooky skeleton man. I've got these hirelings, they don't have a soul.
I might summon the worthiest among them.
And so they're like unvoiced characters.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had 2 voiced characters and one nothing guy that I'll never fall in love with this one. So I just stopped playing.
That's very...
Yeah, this is so good. Like Withers, right? Withers, yeah. I almost expect him to say, I'm gonna summon someone without a soul, you dipshit. This is the developers like, like safety net. Because nobody thought like you would like destroy all your companions where you would need an NPC husks, basically. So this is some next level shit.
Funny. That's very, very funny. I can't relate. I did.
What, did you keep everyone?
Yep.
Did you have a big band of like 20 people?
Yep. My camp was fucking annoying by the end of it.
I know it's RPG, but my OCD would flare up if let go of even one.
So many people I had to talk to.
Shitty fucking game.
Do you like any games?
Past 10 years, right? It's 2025. I think the 2 biggest game of past 10 years is probably Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring, right? I'm pretty sure that's how people would scale it up. I'm pretty sure I'm like considering something like God of War and all that shit inside. I'm pretty sure these 2 like reach that level of peak.
I tell you what, I used to like video games. Kudos.
And then they started putting women in them. And I was like, no.
They all went woke, Mr. Kudos. I remember back in the day where they used to say male or female. Now they say body type 1 or body type 2. They used to say like blonde, ponytail. Now they say hair 1, hair 2.
I would point out, not in Baldur's.
Alright, my only gripe with all that shit is I don't have problem with having 2 genders. That's how it should be. I'm pretty sure Bethesda has been doing that for a long time. You're gonna male, female like they just sewed. When like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? Developers comes out and say like, yeah, Cassandra is the main character. Like, why the fuck did you put the male one there? And like, I'm a guy, so I like to play as a guy because it's role playing. If I'm watching through someone's eye in first person view with hands and everything, I like that to be a guy because I'm a guy. Like, it's that simple, right? My role playing element kind of like goes down if I'm playing a female, right? Because in a lot of ways, man and woman are different. The way they think, the way aggression is, right? Even the hormones comes into play. So it just feels weird. Like, okay, maybe I can play it if the story is good, but as a role playing thing, like I have to play as a guy. For women, I'm guessing it would be similar, right? Women playing women, that they like. So have both the option. I don't just say it like, oh, this is bad, this is the main thing, this is not. So whoever played as the guy, they are the fucking idiots. Like, come on, man.
Gate though, they have very colourful hair descriptors. They do have the body type thing though.
I liked it when they still described the genitals, but then put a numerical identifier afterwards. So when they would call it like penis 1 and penis 2. I thought that's quite funny. That's quite good.
I think I was usually a penis B guy from memory in Baldur's Gate. I think I was a cock B guy. Can't remember. Someone blow up my mentions with
Neener, meh. Alright, fine, average. Anaconda. I think they should say that.
Penis 2 from Baldur's Gate so I can remember whether that's the one I picked or not.
Yeah, so if you've got any...
If you've got any opinions on which penis type to use,
just send them ats. Sends ats to many kudos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
With
please.
all the different
And make sure to CC
types.
Internet Historian in as well.
No, there's no need. I'm looking at it right now. So
I can see your screen right now, and you're just watching anime.
Okay, I think we should end this with a speech.
Mm-hmm.
Games. If I was to make a recipe for games, I'd go a cup of love, a dash of inspiration.
Yep.
More than a handful of heart.
Shut up, butter. You just lost me. There you go. Some generic BS. That's what that was. I thought I was probably watching this like, the fuck was that? I was actually expecting you to give me some input here. You're an internet historian. You made follow sentences. I'm like, I'm gonna learn something here. I need to save next Elder Scrolls. I don't know what to do. And he's just like, what the fuck is this?
Hard work.
Yep. A sprinkling of good graphics.
Oh, that's beautiful, Mr. Kudos.
6 kilograms worth of engaging gameplay.
Try to stay imperial. The metric system really confuses the Americans.
2 stones worth of fun, of course. And of course, I'm reminded of one of the greats.
Yep.
Tyler Ninja Blevins.
Yes. What would he say if he was still alive right now?
Please put a vibrato behind this. Make me echo.
Yes.
Sandwich, not asked for.
That's not vibrato.
And I think that just sums it up. If there's one thing that brings everyone together,
yes,
it's that every game has to be installed.
Truer words.
Unless it's a Nintendo 64 or any other cartridge based.
Or compiling shaders. What the fuck is that? I bought one of the fastest SSD ever, and hold a minute, it's the first time launch compiling shaders. Some type of patch gets installed. Oh, I forgot. I guess how to compile shaders. It takes fucking sometimes 10 to 15 minutes. Are you kidding me?
PlayStation 1 also didn't require that.
Yeah. But everything from about PS3 onwards required installation.
That's right.
And let's be honest, no one's playing old games.
Well, the graphics are grody.
And the graphics make a game. Bad graphics equals a...
What is the oldest game I still played very recently? I think Stalker. The original Stalker. When was that? Was it 2006, 2007? But then again, I also played Mass Effect, but that's 2008 or something. But I played the Legendary Edition, so that's, I'm guessing, different. I don't know. I don't think I've went back beyond 2007 ever. Very recently, I mean, like, I played Oblivion, Morrowind, but that's been a long time. I haven't touched Fallout 3 in a long time. Played New Vegas, but that was like 2010. Yeah, I haven't gone past that.
Bad game, good graphics. It's a good game. But
I'm reminded of the words of Lana Del Rey.
In her hit track video games.
In Magic the Gathering, what are they gathering?
That was what you were planning to round this out with? That was what you
Magic,
up?
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Do you really have to catch 'em all?
Or could you leave a few of them just to hang out? At what point do they stop crafting the war?
I like one of the teasers that read, surely not everyone was kung fu fighting. I don't know where I read that, but I remember that.
It's just there.
I think we've got it. Yeah. Who the fuck is Sid Meier?
Hawk Tour. Spit on that thing.
So get ground news.
Pretty sure Haktua Girl is under trouble or something. I don't know. Like, comment down. I really don't keep up with that shit. I'm 31, man. Right? I have a full-on job, business, right? And I have a lot of shit on my plate. I don't like nowhere near I keep up like I was doing like 15 years ago or something. I play game, but not like before. But I'll play big enough games, right? But yeah, video games is something I imagine I'll be playing even when I get old. Not with the frequency that I'm doing, but yeah, like giant games. Somehow Elder Scrolls survives the recent creativity purge of Bethesda Game Studios. I don't know what Todd is doing. Sometimes I wonder if Todd ever did anything. He just happens to be director, and he just happened to have good people who like made shit. Because 30 people made Morrowind. 30 people made Fallout 3. Now they have 300. Can't get shit anything right. Like, come on. I'm not even asking much. Like, just like have something of a scale of Skyrim. Story like 200 hours. That's what Skyrim was. Do that. Scale of Skyrim, I don't care, do that. Slightly good graphics that I don't think you can make the graphics of 2011 now. Even if you try to make the worst graphics, you can still do decent graphics in 2011. Right? So just do that shit. How hard is that? Like, play Skyrim again, play Morrowind again. See what was the thing that clicked with people. There's a million hours of videos on YouTube just around that. I'm pretty sure the most of the creators on YouTube, like Internet Historian, came through Bethesda Game Studio games. That were their inspiration all the time. Too many big creators like that. YouTube's whole gaming creators kind of started that way. So you have a plethora of evidence like what people like. Just replicate that. How hard is that, man? Come on. Like, you have 300 people, multi-billion-dollar company. You have like a whole TV show under you. Like, you're big, man. Todd is big now. Todd is near celebrity. You can't do this shit. Alright, well, that was video games. Watch out incognito mode. If you like what I don't forget to like and subscribe. I can't even speak it right. Comment down if you want me to do any specific reaction. And yeah, I'll see you next time.